Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Remember, you can follow me over on Twitter with the same name, at Movies TV Mad. Welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. Yes. And the Black Widow reactions are in. We're going to take a look at some of them. I've found one. This is interesting, right? Most of them are shilling for their lives. But one bloke didn't get the memo and he tears the film to pieces. It's freaking hilarious. And we're going to read that one very shortly when a few more people come in. So I hope you've all had a good day today. We also got a Titans Season 3 trailer with Dick Grayson talking about people like the Titans dying in Gotham. It was very awesome. Bobcat, hey Mickey, hey Bobcat. Very shortly we're going to get into these Black Widow reactions. Very interesting. Hope you're doing cool, Bobcat. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. If you're new to the stream, if you're new to me, right, I am Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Instagram at Movies TV Mad 555 and TikTok at Movies TV Mad 555 as well. Leroy Kong, hello, great live. John, hi there. That was Leroy Kong saying hello, great live, and John said hi there. Hi, John. Hi, Leroy. We're going to get into these reactions for Black Widow very shortly. As I say, most of them are shilling, but there's one ruthless one. As I say, this guy just hasn't got the memo. He rips the film to pieces, and I appreciate his candor, and I appreciate his honesty. Leroy Cohn, the Black Widow will be overrated. Every MCU movie, Leroy, is overrated. All they do is they put that stamp of the MCU on and everyone's going, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. It's better than The Godfather. Ronnie Dodge, bonjour, Senor Ronnie Dodge. How are you doing tonight? We'll get a few more people in and then we'll start on this stream because there are some reactions for Black Widow, Ronnie. I also watched Stargirl, the pilot of Stargirl. I was very impressed by it. Bobcat, let's get woke, everyone. John, did you see the Titan Season 3 trailer? John, I did. It was excellent. Was it me, or did we hear the Joker laughing? Or was that just me? Ronnie Dodge had a nap earliest Ronnie Dodge had a nap. Earliest vaccine made me feel tired. Oh, right. Interesting. Didn't do that to me. Well, in truth, I'm always feeling tired. Right. Should we go or should we wait for a few more people? Bob, I mean, iCarly was so bad. I warned you, didn't I? You didn't listen, did you? Leroy Kong, all in all, DC will always be better than Marvel. I agree. Marvel has a better interconnectivity, a better franchise, but the DCEU has better movies. John, that was the Joker. I thought so, John. I thought I was the only one who kind of noticed that. So very interesting. We got the Red Hood. Very exciting. I love Titans. I know people complained about the previous season, but I love it. I think Titans is great. Ronnie Dodge, yeah, achy arm is starting to go. Yeah, it would do. It's just a muscle spasm. So who has seen the Stargirl pilot? Has anyone got into Stargirl? What do you think of it? Once again, Mickey was right. Well, even a broken clock's right twice a day, right? Right. Let's go. Right, let's get into these Black Widow reactions because this is very interesting, everyone. Very. Right. So this is interesting. Most of these reactions, as I've already said, are shilling for the movie. But there's one guy who didn't get the memo. So let's give it a read. Leroy Kong, Donna Troy will be revived. Stargirl is great. Stargirl is great. And guess who did it, Leroy? Jeff Johns. And he's done a great job. I was smiling from, side to side, from cheek to cheek. It was a beautiful pilot. And we've got two directors from Smallville as producers. I forgot his name, Glenn something, and Greg Beeman, who was Mr. Smallville director, basically. Ronnie Dodge, I love Stargirl, and people think Jeff Johns is crap. Why couldn't he do this with Wonder Woman 84? Because he wasn't in control. Patty Jenkins was, unfortunately. Bobcat, exactly, Ronnie Dodge. Yes, Stargirl is sensational. It's so inoffensive. There's no annoying characters. Brett Basinger is sensational. She's fantastic. And Jeff Johns has brought us something special. When we talk about light, when we talk about family friendly, when we talk about a superhero live action kind of version that everyone can come in for, this is actually better than the MCU do it. This is the way it should be done. I felt like I was watching E.T. or Back to the Future. It was beautiful. I'm going to watch one episode a day. Bobcat, unlike iCarly 2021, well, that's the problem with reboots. The characters are great. I love Luke Wilson as Pat. He gets my heart. He gets my heart, man. Bobcat, we have a black lesbian Sam now, though. Isn't that good for representation and inclusion? Makes me so happy. I'll go to bed feeling better tonight about the world. I mean, starving children may still be starving, but as long as the extremists get a bit of representation and inclusion, that's the best thing. God bless you, Sir Bob Geldof. Ronnie Dodge, I felt like Jeff Johns didn't get a shot at being the DC president. Come at me, don't care. Well, this is the way I see it. He was DC president, but he was DC president while Snyder was there. And after Snyder went, he had to deal with the mess. He had to bring someone in to finish the film. I've always said this, if Jeff Johns started the DCEU, it would be as awesome as Stargirl. Bobcat, I can't take it anymore with this woke culture. It's just going to get worse, my friend. Go to your cabinet, watch the things you love, forget about the modern stuff, apart from Stargirl, obviously, because this is the way it is now. They are insane. Insane. Do you understand? They should book up some places, some rooms at Arkham Asylum, right? Ronnie Dodge, as I say, go woke, they will go broke. Well, sometimes you can go woke and you can still be entertaining and develop your characters. But the problem is, these people don't care about entertainment. They're politicians, they're extremists, they have infested the entertainment industry. It's as simple as that. Right. Let's get into these Black Widow reactions. As I say, mostly shilling, but this one didn't get the memo. So take a listen to this. Black Widow, this is from Scott Menzel. Black Widow is so disappointing. Scarlett Johansson tries, but the script pacing and poor character development sink the film. Starts off promising, but by the second act becomes disjointed and uneven mess. Generic, uninspired, ultimately lacking the Marvel magic. Black Widow, what Marvel magic? He carries on. What's worse is that Black Widow plays like a 135-minute teaser to an upcoming Marvel Disney Plus series rather than an actual movie. The whole thing feels oddly pointless, with a shoestring plot that is more concerned with setting up pals Yelena than telling Natasha's backstory. But isn't that the Marvel magic that you were talking about? All they do in their movies is set up something else. That's the problem. This was the problem with Avengers, what was it called? Oh, I forgot. Avengers 2, basically. Forgot the title. The entire family subplot doesn't work because there is little to no chemistry between the characters. I get what the writers were going for, but the emotional hook isn't there. Instead, it feels false. David Harbour and Rachel Weisz feel very out of place and are arguably miscast. As someone who enjoys action mixed with laughs, I found the humour in Black Widow to be so off-putting. The jokes as a whole felt lazy, dated and out of place. Some were actually cringeworthy, I agree. Don't get me started on the goofy Russian accents and the film's lackluster villain. With so many waiting years for the Black Widow movie, I couldn't help but feel cheated by this film. It fails to deliver the goods, and it is a slap in the face to the fans who thought they would finally get a badass Black Widow movie. Johansson and Black Widow both deserve better. Someone says this to him. Most of the reviews I have read were positive, so what you saw, lol. Well, basically, Jana, he's being honest. The rest are being shills. That's what's going on there. Very, 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 very interesting from Scott Menzel. Well done, Scott Menzel. I congratulate you for your honesty because the rest are shilling. Now, comicbook.com have done an article about the reactions. We're going to go to that right now. Right, here we go. Let's go to that. Ronnie Dodge, I can't wait for Suicide Squad to show what a CBM is. It is. I will see Black Widow. I have a membership at my local cinema. I'll probably see if I can do it on Disney Plus. The Gaming Maniac, sub Mick. What's up, Mick? We're talking Black Widow right now, hearing a lot of mixed things. I've just read one from Scott Menzel that ruthlessly tears it apart. Everyone else is shilling this film because this is what they do. It's the MCU, man. It's the best thing ever. Ah! But this guy didn't get the fucking memo, and it's great. So fantastic. Yes, the Gaming Maniac, we are talking Black Widow. And here's an article from comicbook.com. Black Widow first reactions hit online. We're just weeks away from the release of Marvel's Black Widow, and we've all been waiting even longer than expected thanks to its many delays. But the first reactions to the new film have arrived and have us thinking it will be worth the wait. Following the delays due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Black Widow will finally be released in theatres and on Disney Plus Premier Access on Friday, July the 9th. That's basically just over a month before James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which will get its initial reactions in around a month's time. When the film premieres, it will be the longest gap between the release of Marvel Cinematic Universe feature films, with over 2 years of time occurring between Black Widow and the last movie, 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home, and that wasn't great, was it? All right, sorry about that, Bobcat. The upcoming film will be set between the events of Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. Since Scarlet, basically, are we going to get the actual reactions here? Yes, we've got the reactions here. Let's skip the bullshit. Basically, Brandon Davis is a shill anyway, but this is what he had to say. Start to finish, the movie is great. Excellent surprises, emotional character moments, badass action, and Scarlett Johansson finally gets to pour everything into a role. Director Kate Shortland nailed it. Bravo. That's all he says. Oh, wow. Denmark were winning 1-0, and now they're losing 2-1 to Belgium. Wow. Alicia Caruso. Black Widow shows exactly why Natasha Romanoff was the glue that held the Avengers together. Shades of John Wick, fight scenes, and inventive action sequences wrapped in a heartfelt, poignant story about family and how the world treats girls. Oh dear, excited to see Elena carry on the torch. These people are pathetic. Right, this took me by surprise, but Black Widow managed to make me cry. I'm not a big crier in general. I think the only other Marvel moment that got me was Tony Stark's death. I won't reveal when it happens, but one Black Widow scene really opened the floodgates for me. Bring tissues. Why? Because when I'm dribbling, when I'm yawning. The Black Widow cast is great at building fun, larger-than-life characters, but Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova is an absolute standout. Marvel fans will adore her. I walked away from this movie excited about her future involvement in the MCU. She'll be an instant fan favourite. So Scott Menzel is the only one who hated it. It's hilarious, right? Ronnie Dodge, MCU going backwards. Love it. Ha ha ha. We're coming. The DCEU multiverse is coming to take over. Oh, yes, baby. Ronnie Dodge, is that article written by Brandon Davis? I bet he's a shill, all right. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not sure who wrote the article, by the way. It wouldn't surprise me. The Gaming Maniac. Oh, I was hoping it would be good, honestly. I love Taskmaster. He's like Marvel's Deathstroke. But yeah, I had weird feelings of the movie regardless. Oh, well, we got Squad coming our way soon. Well, most of the reactions are positive, the Gaming Maniac. You might as well just check it for yourself. Ronnie Dodge, John Wick, ha ha ha, they wish. Jenna Bush, I love Black Widow, and it makes me angry. Scar Joe deserved this film long ago. I loved everyone in it, but it bothers me so much that Marvel waited so long. Scar Joe was amazing, as always. Florence Pugh I have loved in everything I've seen her in and continue to do so. Eric Davis, Marvel movies are back. Black Widow is tense, action-packed spy thriller that truly completes Natasha's story in a visceral and emotional way. Florence Pugh crushes it and is an instant MCU icon. This is like the MCU's Bond movie with shades of Mission Impossible and Thelma and Louise. Geek Vibes Nation. Black Widow is a great action spy thriller with some unexpected surprises. The film is raw and emotional. Florence and Scarlett thrive together on screen, while David Harbour is a scene stealer. Scarlett goes out on top in what might be her final outing as the titular character. Marvel fans rejoice. Black Widow is outstanding and arguably S-tier entry in the MCU, like Civil War, an aggressively bleak tone. A dark story is balanced by legit low family comedy. Action is brutal. This is the first MCU film I've seen where stunts look like it hurts. Perry Namoff. Doug Black Widow a good deal. Was kind of worried about watching this story unfold, knowing what's to come in Endgame, that it might diminish the stakes, but that wasn't the case. In fact, this is the kind of prequel story that feels bound to enchant other installments of the MCU. James Viscardi. Black Widow has one of the best casts in Marvel films. Scarlett, David, Rachel, and Florence all have scene-stealing moments that keep the movie moving briskly. It probably has the most action of any solo Marvel film, and I felt like I was on a roller coaster the entire time. Brett White. Black Widow is a hard-hitting romp with thrilling action sequences, including a fantastic car chase, and the kind of vibrant performances that make the MCU such a special place to visit. It left me wanting to campaign for another Black Widow movie, so some things never change. And they're the reactions, but there are more. But yeah, you can check them out yourselves. But yeah, they're the kind of reactions we're getting. It's very, very interesting. Breaking news, John Wick Chapter 4 adds Westworld and Mortal Kombat actor Hiroki Sanada. So that's exciting news as well. Let's just look at a few more, if we can find some more reactions. Ronnie Dodge, Suicide Squad is going to be a James Gunn masterpiece. Oh yeah, the real deal. It's going to be interesting what makes more money. Obviously, very interesting. Marvel Studios went for a big Winter Soldier and action beats in Black Widow and put together a couple of really intense scenes. They also went for some big Mission Impossible Bond scenes that I really enjoyed. ScarJo and Powell have great chemistry and are fired together. Third act feels choppy. You see, he didn't like the third act. That's interesting. And I would have loved to see more Taskmaster, but the film nicely fills in the past, entertains the present, and makes some interesting promises about the future of both the MCU and potential franchise. Solid entry that people are going to enjoy. Solid. You know what that means, don't you? Let's see if there's any more. I missed this type of Marvel storytelling as much as I enjoy the Disney Plus MCU shows. This film reminds you of the scale, scope, and production that the MCU movies bring to the table. This is a huge film. You can feel it. Incredible end credit scene. Ooh, interesting. Can't wait to see what's next. There's a certain grittiness this film captures that reminded me of the moment I saw Winter Soldier, the first time my favourite MCU film. The Russos brought a grounded realism to the action, and that's what Kate Shortland has done here. You are reminded a widow is a human being. I always thought she was a human being. There you go. Who Up? Nice shirt, Big Mouth. Thank you, Who Up, and welcome to the stream. We're just reading some Black Widow reactions, and most of them are shilling and positive, but one really ruthlessly tore apart the entire movie, and it was fucking hilarious. The Illuminati. Black Widow is well worth the wait with epic action, revelations about Natasha's past, and heartfelt moments of a family. This is the perfect first movie for Phase 4 of the MCU. Florence Pugh has a bright future at Marvel Studios. Short and sweet, that means you didn't really like it. Black Widow was better than I thought it would be, although there's some excellent action. What pulled me in, it was really the powerful themes and character moments that film presented. Easily Scarlett's best performance as Nat, and Florence Pugh is brilliant as Yelena. Sean O'Connell, we don't expect to get any honesty from him. As someone who went into Black Widow worrying it might feel like a placeholder following Nat's fate in Endgame, it's a joy to watch that in the MCU packed with pulse racing action, genuine stakes, and a knockout end credits scene. So they're all talking about the end credits scene. It'll be interesting to see if we can find out what that is. Who are? Ha ha ha, F Black Widow. Exactly, F Black Widow. Sean O'Connell continues. Love Black Widow for very unexpected reasons. Yes, it's wall-to-wall action, and Kate Shortland approaches Russo level of physicality and intensely. But the movie's heart and display of a broken family hit me hard. Very much appreciated this deeper dive into Natasha. Mike Ryan, Black Widow feels like a Phase 1 Marvel movie in that it's the most standalone story in quite a while. That whole and MCU entry like you never seen. Trend, yeah, that's not this. Florence Pugh rules. Also, bonus points for a great Moonraker reference. Oh God, this is all this franchise is good for is references and Easter eggs, man, and connections and links. It's like going into a maze or something. Well, very interesting reactions. You can let me know what you think about these reactions. But the only one that interests me is the honest one. I suspect the actual reviews of this movie are not going to be that good because always remember, mostly they're always positive about these initial reactions. Remember Birds of Prey? Although Birds of Prey got great reviews as well. I don't know why, but it did. So, one review that totally tears it to pieces, and the rest saying great action, great post-credit scene, great family bonds, great comedy. We will see what happens. I know what this film is. It's like that episode of Knight Rider or the A-Team when one of the characters goes back home. It's like when Sam Beckett goes back home. It's a bit of a filler episode, isn't it? And she's gone back home to spend time with the family before Infinity War and then Game. It's like the calm before the storm. There's a little bit of action, there's some emotional stuff, but ultimately she has to go back where she belongs. And that is what this is. I think it'll be solid enough. I think it'll be okay. But that's Marvel movies, isn't it? Solid and okay, apart from 2 or 3 of them. I don't know why people shield this universe so much, this franchise so much. Jesus Christ, I grew up with a fucking Godfather. These people are shilling the MCU. It's nuts, right? So let me have it, everyone. What do you think of these reactions? Go! Because I need to drink some water and give my voice a rest. I want discussions. I want your opinions on anything. But I want to know what you think about these Black Widow reactions as well. Come on. Comments, please. Although, going back to the Titans Season 3 trailer, it was awesome. It really was. There wasn't much of it, but it was awesome. So I'm really looking forward to Titans Season 3. I guess I better start catching up with Season 2. Leroy Kong, biased reactions. You can't trust entertainment journalism, Leroy. You can't. This is what we're up against, and everyone can see through it. Ronnie Dodge just looked on Twitter. No DCEU news so far. That's correct. Nothing's going on today. Maybe when I wake up in the morning, something will happen, so I have to go on TikTok, Instagram, and then YouTube. John, can't wait for Titans. Am I right in saying that Jason Todd becomes Red Hood? That's absolutely right. Because the Joker kills him, right? Or we think the Joker kills him. I wonder if it's actually copy and pasted from the comics. Very interesting. And I'm looking forward to Superboy as well. Being a Superman fan, I'm very interested in that. Leroy Kong, Titans looks promising, agreed. Dave Ethan, it's pretty cool to see those kind of reactions, even though it's completely biased. But let's see how the actual movie looks like. Exactly. Remember the reactions and reviews for Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 84? The perfect movie for the perfect time. What you're really saying is you thought it was shit. So the reviews, the actual reviews will be very, very interesting. But as I say, one reviewer, one critic tore the film to pieces. He didn't have one good thing to say apart from the first act was okay. And from the second act, it was shit. That's what he's saying. It was amazing. Scott Menzel, look him up on Twitter. I've just read it out. I might read it out a little bit later again just for kicks because it's hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it when people are honest, right? Every time they talk about Marvel, oh, Marvel does great action. Like, no one's done great action before in fucking movies, right? Oh, the MCU are doing time travel because no one's ever done time travel before, right? Ronnie Dodge, I do love how the times have changed. MCU movies getting mixed reviews, and we're about to get a great Suicide Squad movie. Exactly. It's fun. It's fun, as I say. The DCEU has life in it now. It's always had, listen, to me, it's always had more life in it. Man of Steel, better than anything they've done. Batman versus Superman, better than anything they've done. Even the Suicide Squad movie, the music company edited together, I like that. Wonder Woman 2017 is better than anything they've done. John, will Titans be in the DCEU after Flashpoint? Yes, John. Everything is canon now, my friend. Once Barry reboots the universe, or maybe the two Barrys reboot the universe, then everything is canon. Basically, this is what they're doing. This is what Andy Muschietti said at last year's Fandom as well. So absolutely everything is canon once Barry reboots the universe. And this is why I'm so excited about this multiverse strategy. It's exciting to make every single thing canon. Imagine the Doom Patrol mixing with DCEU characters. Hilarious. Ronnie Dodge, just need the Supergirl costume reveal to break the internet. Oh, yes, please, please. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. So people can just forget about Black Widow and it doesn't trend anymore. And all of a sudden, Supergirl is trending. Sorry, Nat. Sorry, Nat. You're just not good enough. You're no Supergirl. Suzuki Gixxer, any update on final Suicide Squad trailer? Apparently next week is a big week for trailers, but there's one trailer you won't be seeing next week, and that's Spider-Man No Way Home. But apparently next week is a huge week, I repeat, for trailers, so we could get a Suicide Squad final trailer. Although I think, isn't it too early to get a final trailer? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, big week for trailers, Suzuki Gixxer, so look out for next week. Do you imagine, right? They've already done half the Flash movie. Imagine if we've actually got some kind of teaser trailer for the Flash movie. Fucking hell, man. I know it's unlikely, but you never know. Suzuki Gixxer, can't wait for Dominion trailer in June the 25th. What's Dominion? I don't know what Dominion is. Oh, right, yes. Ronnie Dodge, you know the MCU shills are going to compare Captain Marvel and Supergirl. No offense. Supergirl would make mincemeat of that, of course. Ronnie Dodge, Jurassic World 3, yeah, that's right. Suzuki Gixxer, Jurassic World Dominion, that's right, yeah. John, do you think they've changed the date of the Flash movie? No. I don't think they'll change any dates. Why'd you ask, John? I mean, to be fair, John, they can do anything they want. They may do that, but it doesn't really seem like they're interested in changing it. And I'm only interested in a change if they're bringing it forward, not delaying it. For example, if the Flash movie was going to be on this Christmas and compete with No Way Home, that would excite me. Anything else, any delays, that wouldn't excite me. I think we've had enough delays. Let's see these movies. Although next week, you never know, we could get a trailer for the Batman. Be aware of that, and that would be more exciting than anything else. More exciting than Jurassic World Dominion, for sure. So maybe, and that would shut a lot of these haters up, wouldn't it? All these bullshit rumors going around. The only rumor we haven't heard is that Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson are lovers. That's the only rumor I haven't heard. It's ridiculous. John, I was thinking they could move it forward a couple of months. Maybe that's a possibility. It all depends how smoothly the production is running. It seems to be doing okay right now. Harry Potter, don't you think it's too early for the Batman trailer? No, because that won't be the only one. We've had a teaser, a very short teaser while they were making it. We get this one, and then we'll get another one, just before March as well. Maybe there'll be enough. Maybe there'll be three altogether. Who knows? Sometimes you get a teaser and three other extended trailers. So no, I don't think it's too early. Ronnie Dodge Flash movie trailer is more likely at Fandom than before then. Maybe. But I do feel not everything's going to happen at Fandom. I think things will happen also before Fandom. I want it all as soon as possible. Whether that's at Fandom or blatantly a shock trailer, I'm happy. Harry Potter JW Dominion trailer date is ridiculously too early. Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about the trailer being too early? Don't you just want to see the trailer? Doesn't that excite you, Harry? Excites me. Why are you worried that it's too early? Why are you worried about how it affects it? At the end, 1 year too early. Don't worry about it. You're going to get a trailer for something you're looking forward to, I assume, right? Embrace it. Ronnie Dodge, I definitely think a Batman trailer is possible, so do I. Well, I've been told it's a big week next week for trailers, so give me DC trailers. And the Batman is the one that's pretty much complete now, apart from post-production. So it's kind of, we've only seen a little teaser. That's all we've seen. And that's just bits he put together while he was shooting. Ronnie George, I don't think it's early. It's a year out, which is normal for a trailer. Exactly, Ronnie, exactly. Ronnie Dodge, Black Adam is not far from finishing. Now, how can it be possible? When did they start filming? How can they finish? How can they have finished? Harry Potter, Matrix 4 teaser, maybe. Maybe, yeah, which would be really awesome. Bring it on. As I say, next week's big. As a YouTuber, if you get too many trailers and too many breaking news, it's really difficult because you have to find a way to decompartmentalize it all and make sure you tell everyone everything. It's really hard to get things in my mind sometimes if there's too much things going on. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do, man? I can't keep up. But it's also exciting. It's also exciting, of course. One of the best things is waking up in the morning, going on Twitter to see what's going on, and thinking anything's possible. Ronnie Dodge, they started in the beginning of April, but I did see Rock's they're halfway through a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, they're probably going to be there for another month or so, surely. April, May, June. Yeah, you see, I told you though, didn't I? When you were talking about The Flash, I told you it only takes around 3 months to shoot a movie these days. John, the Batman has done filming, so we could get a trailer. That's what I'm thinking, John. Harry Potter, too much at once is definitely not good. So studios should consult with each other about marketing. Well, do you know what? I was talking about it from my perspective as a YouTuber, not as a fan. I take it all, mate. As a fan, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I don't fucking care. It's awesome. I don't mind. You know, it's not our concern as a consumer when they do these things or how they do them. We've got to see the trailers and see if we like what we see. That's it. That's all we should care about. We shouldn't be too judgmental when they release stuff or, oh, that's not good. They've shown too much. Fuck it, don't care. When everyone was crying about the reveal of Doomsday on BVS, so what? I saw Doomsday, man, and I was excited. Ronnie Dodge, definitely think Batman as they finished filming in March. Yeah. I agree, Ronnie. I agree. John, I want to see the Batman movie poster. Oh, so do I. Harry Pothead, I've got a feeling Avatar 2 will be pushed back one more time. Any insider news? I have asked about this actually, and nobody's hearing anything of any moves or anything like that. But then sometimes these things are totally, anything can be delayed or pushed forward at any time. But at this moment in time, I can't see Avatar moving. But, the industry makes fools out of all of us, Harry, so anything's possible. Ronnie Dodge, no, I think it's good for competition. I mean, people thought Aquaman would be dwarfed by Mary Poppins. Well, it didn't. Dripper Campia said that Mary Poppins was going to kick his butt. He kicked her butt. That was hilarious. I was worried about Mary Poppins. But actually, in truth, who gives a fuck about Mary Poppins? Let's be honest about it. And I was so happy. It worked out. The movie came out after Justice League. It needed to hit big after Justice League, and it did. And it saved the DCEU. It saved it. God knows what would have happened if that film was a flop. Yeah, and I love competition. It's great. I don't have a problem. It isn't my problem. I just want to watch these movies and consume them, right? Harry Potter, Mary Poppins, you're all laughing emoji. Exactly. But John Campia thought that Mary Poppins was going to kick Aquaman's butt. Didn't happen, did it, John? Peace. We have a laugh on here, don't we? Even if it is at Mary Poppins' expense. Ronnie Dodge, I can see Aquaman 2 make another billion, even though people are so against Amber Heard. Oh, well, they will cry, the SJWs. Yeah, I don't think Amber Heard's going to stop anyone watching that film. So, yeah, people love comic book movies. They go to them, they'll watch them, whether they're bad, good, or indifferent, or whoever's in them. It really doesn't matter. The biggest answer to your critics is to have good box office and great reactions. John, did you see the movie Mary Poppins Returns? I didn't know. I did buy it, but I never saw it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Stop leaving the stream, you naughty people. You leave this stream when I tell you to leave this stream. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Why James Wan limited comments in his Instagram? Well, Andy Machete does that as well. It's no big deal. They don't want to field loads and loads of comments. That's why. Ronnie Dodge, I've spoken to Amber once on Instagram. She was really nice to me. It was just before Aquaman came out. Oh, wow. You are privileged. We didn't do much talking. She's nice to people she doesn't marry. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan, probably because of Amber Heard's case. Oh, maybe, yeah. Well, not the case, the situation. He doesn't want to be people going on about Amber Heard. It's boring. I don't know why people are interested in it, right? You don't know what happened in that marriage. It was both their fault. They're both twats. It's none of our business. Don't worry about it. If Depp didn't keep on taking her to court and taking publications to court, he would still have a career. Leroy Kong, the Justice League should appear in Aquaman 2. Unlikely, but who knows? Ronnie Dodge, I just think people shouldn't be involved in people's private life, but like humans are, they're nosy idiots, yeah? And they take sides. And this is how YouTubers monetize these idiots. People like Popcorn Planet boring on about it all the time. Although I do love Popcorn Planet's theme. Pretty awesome. I wonder if Stargirl will cameo anywhere. It's amazing, isn't it, though? Luke Wilson, it's like watching Owen Wilson, isn't it? They're exactly the same, the way they talk and everything. Come on, everyone, talk about anything you want to talk about. Leroy Kong, she can cameo in THF. Who Leroy, and what's THF? Oh, right, okay. Ronnie Dodge, Popcorn Planet is so anti-Amber Heard because apparently she tried to shut down his channel. He's just saying that to monetize the fans. It's nonsense. She doesn't care about him. Nobody cares about him. That guy was a genius. That guy used to be on Scream Junkies, I think. That guy used to do those fights and all of that. And he just lost his shit, mate. These YouTubers are all the same. There's not a genuine bone in their body. Ronnie Dodge, nope, that guy has lost his way. Oh, definitely. Jesus Christ, how the mighty have fallen. Dribble all that stuff with him and Jodie about Ye Fisher. Leroy Kong, she can cameo in The Flash. Who? Leroy Kong, Stargirl. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Ronnie Dodge, him. Oh, Ronnie Dodge, I don't like Ray Fisher, but they do say some weird stuff about him. They certainly do. They really do. It's anything that gets attention and garners attention. And Ray commented about them, and that's why they loved it. They loved all that free publicity. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Malignant trailer when? No idea. Maybe next week. Dave Ethan, Jim, who Ronnie? Jim, who Ronnie? What? Oh, Ronnie's talking about Ray Fisher and Popcorn Planet when him and Jodie were doing the Yay Fisher. Ronnie Dodge, I mean him. Dave Ethan, oh, yes. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Do you trust Grace Randolph's sources? No. Grace Randolph sometimes gets it right, sometimes gets it wrong. Why are you asking Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan? Tell me what she said, and I'll tell you if it's bullshit or not. If you're talking about the Batman, Baraka, no, you shouldn't believe her. It looks like her source is Doomcock, right? I wouldn't trust Grace Randolph if she offered me a bed for the night. Ronnie Dodge, what's Voldemort said now? That's my nickname for Grace. Oh, right. I have no idea. She's always saying something. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Asian guy can become Hal Jordan. Any chances? Well, we live in that environment now where an Asian guy could be Hal Jordan, so it's not out of the realms of possibility, yeah. Dave Ethan, what do you think of Tyrone Magnus? I've not really seen much of him. Why'd you ask? I mean, I've seen him about, right, but I don't really follow him. I don't watch his videos. Why have you asked me that? Ronnie Dodge, anything is possible. Then again, it would upset Ray Fisher. Well, apparently everything upsets Ray. How anyone can work with that dude, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to sleep well tonight. John, do you think we will get a Beetlejuice 2? Unlikely. But again, who knows in this industry? But I don't think so. There's not really any need, is there? Dave, even just like a black man can be Kal-El, right, Ronnie? Yes. Right, let's get this clear, Dave. The black Supermen in the comics are both called Kal-El, right? You understand that, don't you? Ronnie Dodge, maybe I should go on his Twitter and say no Asian hate to wind him up because he seems very anti-Asian. I had to say it. Yep, it's true, isn't it? Very true. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Any new update on the Flash? There's nothing apart from what we saw of the logo and a bit of the suit. Nothing's going on with the Flash right now. They're shooting, of course. Things are running very smoothly, but there's no new information. We're hoping to get a Supergirl reveal, a costume reveal soon. Hopefully we can do that. But I predict maybe tomorrow we might get something from The Flash. Maybe. Otherwise, next week. Ronnie Dodge, read a comic, Dave, because there's Calvin version of Superman. Not everything is Clark bloody Kent. All right, Ronnie, calm down. Let's not start cussing Clark Kent now, right? Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Thank you very much. There was a lot of assumptions being made about the black Superman, that he was going to be Clark Kent. There was some false narratives being delivered by certain people that simply wasn't true because it sort of suits their narrative. I don't know what Superman it's going to be. Nobody does. We know he's going to be from another Earth. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. New Predator movie going straight to Hulu. Is it? Ronnie Dodge, sorry, mate, I love Clark, but why does it have to be one version of Superman? It's a multiverse, exactly. Dave Ethan, I was referring to the idea of Asian Hal Jordan, Ronnie. Well, do you know what? We live in that environment now, so it's more than possible. Ronnie Dodge, sorry, Dave, mate. And we all lived happily ever after. Da-da, 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 da-da. We will see, but at the end of the day, nobody knows. Grace Randolph, you know, you got to be careful with her. Dave Ethan, it's all good, Ronnie. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Apparently, Hollywood is only black and white. It's true. There's not much Latino representation. There's no Native American representation. And as for us Greek Cypriots, forget about it. Ronnie Dodge, all right, Mick, don't milk it, mate. I'm a superstar. Superstars milk it, Ronnie. Damn my throat. Damn it. It's my time to shine, brother. Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't believe that the mother from Stargirl was in the Butterfly Effect, Amy Smart. Wow. Ronnie Dodge, I want Asian and Latino to get more roles, but as Brits, us Brits are only good as villains, apparently. Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? Hello, my dear. Everything will be okay. Trust me, I'm British. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. I'm Asian and I would love Native American lead in Hollywood. Yeah, they're so racist. They pretend, right? The only reason they represent black people because they look like minorities, it's blatant, so they can say, look at us, we're representing people. And don't forget, the black people they do represent and include are from the same DNA as the Hollywood DNA, without me going into that. It's all a stacked system. It's so funny. They are so racist. Ronnie Dodge saying, it's a stacked deck, It's not real. There is no inclusion and representation in Hollywood. It is fake. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Any chances for Native American or South Asian lead in DCEU? Well, there was Choi, wasn't there? Ryan Choi from Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was really awesome. But it doesn't look like that they're going forward with that. I don't know. I would love that. But Hollywood don't seem to be that interested in Native American. They seem to be more interested in a bit more Asian representation, which is good, but not that much. And that's where we are. They're racist. They're racist pretending to be, right on. But they're not. They're the worst people in the world. Hollywood and not non-racists. Ronnie Joyce, they hate that Asian people are getting at the moment is really disgusting. Yeah, and it all goes back to COVID, and it is disgusting, and I agree. But this is how pathetic people are. It's a lack of intellect. That's the problem. It's cruelty, but it's a lack of intellect. And by the way, intellect is something that Asian people have got in their droves. John, random question. Do you enjoy the Pink Panther films? As a kid, I used to love them, yeah. I used to really love the Pink Panther films. I preferred the animated series, of course, as a kid, but yeah, I don't mind them. And of course, Peter Sellers was a freaking genius. One of the great legends, of course. I mean, we're going to have to forgive him for being a white man and becoming successful, but apart from that, Peter Sellers was a genius, right? Ronnie Dodge, I have a few Asian friends and they're lovely COVID is not an excuse to attack people. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. But people are dumb, Ronnie. People are dumb. It's any excuses to hate and blame people. For all we know, Trump could have sent someone in, put COVID in China, it spread around. China found out about it, made sure it may be spread in the West to get revenge on Trump. Who knows? Anything could have happened, right? These conspiracy theories of mine are going to get me shut down, aren't they? Don't get me started about the assassination of Princess Diana. Previously on Smallville. Not a bad turnout tonight. Not the biggest of obviously not many people, but it's been cool. We've kept the chat full up, which is always good, isn't it? We've got 15 minutes left, so get your comments and questions in. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. I love your name. Allegations of Steven Spielberg as a paedophile. True in your opinion? Do you know what, Baraka? Look, I don't know how long you've been watching my channel for. I spent 6 months in Hollywood a few years back. Listen, they're very corrupt people. They're not the kind, compassionate people they pretend to be. Listen, anything's possible. But the problem is I'm not going to say if it's true or not because I don't know if it's true. These people get accused of a great number of things out of jealousy and frustration. It might be true, it might not be true. Who knows? But I'm not ruling it out because, Hollywood is full of paedophiles and paedophilia. The child actors out there are not safe. I feel I'm always saying this. I feel bad for young Lily Aspel, who's working out there, who played young Wonder Woman. An innocent child who's so excited to be there around these people, and I hope she's being protected. But, young children are not safe out there. Remember the young actress saying, or the actress who's saying when she was young on Buffy, she couldn't be left alone with Joss Whedon, whatever that meant. But these people are, Woody Allen purposely making films with beautiful young women so he can get in there with them. These people are a disgrace, but I'm not going to start slaughtering Steven Spielberg because there's so many rumors about people. It wouldn't be fair to say, oh, yeah, well, that's true. That I don't know. I definitely don't know. Dave Ethan, good night or day, Mick. Have a great day, you all. Bye, Dave. Thanks for the support. Come and see us again now. I don't think it would be fair to start saying, oh, there's a rumor about Steven Spielberg. It must be true. I don't know much about Steven Spielberg, apart from he casts people at his parties. Didn't work out with Shia LaBeouf, did it? Interesting. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. At least that scumbag Joss Whedon career is over. Their careers are never over, Baraka. Take this from someone who knows. They're temporarily resting. James Gunn was sacked from Disney. Within a month, he was back in work with Warner Brothers in DC. These people, Kevin Spacey, he'll act again. He'll be back again. I promise you. These people are never cancelled. Their careers are never destroyed forever. They all come back in the end. There's evidence out there all the time. These people don't get cancelled. They keep their heads down. John Barrowman, he'll be back. Noel Clarke, he'll be back. This is how this industry works. It's full of criminals, they're corrupt, and they protect each other. It's as simple as that. Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Kevin Spacey coming back is disgusting. He'll come back. I know it's disgusting. What he's accused of is absolutely horrible. So I can't defend now. I can say that I think he's a great actor, but that doesn't matter if he's a great actor or not. What he did, if it's true, and it looks like it is, allegedly, you can't defend things like that, Baraka, can you? You can't. And I would never do that, never. I mean, I've got many, many nieces and nephews, and I'm very protective of them. I don't have any children of my own. That's not the kind of life I decided to lead. But, obviously, I don't just care about my nieces and nephews. I care about the world's children. And it's important that they're protected from people like Spacey. Never send your kids to the entertainment industry unless you're there with them. John, Barbara Gordon is going to be in Titans. Oh, yeah, that is exciting, isn't it? Barack Obama versus Ronald Reagan. Okay, see you next time, sir. See you next time, Baraka. Lovely talking to you. I hope you do come back again. It's always nice meeting a newbie, isn't it? Maybe Baraka will tell more people to come in. That would be nice. I'm going to read that slaughtering reaction to Black Widow again because it's hilarious before I go. We do have 10 minutes yet, a bit more than that. So get your questions and your comments in, but I'm going to read it again because it's hilarious. It's such a great, detailed, ruthlessly tearing apart of a film. And this is just the initial reaction. This is not even the geezer's review. He's not holding back. Everyone else is holding back, which you're supposed to do. But this guy didn't get the fucking memo. It is hilarious. So let's take a read of this again. Scott Menzel, Black Widow is so disappointing. Scarlett Johansson tries, but the script, pacing, and poor character development sink the film. Starts off promising, but by the second act becomes a disjointed and uneven mess. Generic, uninspired, and ultimately lacking the Marvel magic, whatever that is. What's worse is that Black Widow plays like a 135-minute teaser to an upcoming Marvel Disney Plus series, rather than an actual movie. The whole thing feels oddly pointless, with a shoestring plot that is more concerned with setting up pals Yelena than telling Natasha's story. The entire family subplot doesn't work because there is a little to no chemistry between the characters. I get what the writers were going for, but the emotional hook isn't there. Instead, it feels false. David Harbour and Rachel Weisz feel very out of place and are arguably miscast. As someone who enjoys action mixed with laughs, I found the humour in Black Widow to be so off-putting. The jokes as a whole felt lazy, dated, and out of place. Some were actually cringeworthy. Don't get me started on the goofy Russian accents and the film's lackluster villain. Wow. With so many waiting years for a Black Widow movie, I couldn't help but feel cheated by this film. It fails to deliver the goods and is a slap in the face to the fans who thought they would finally get a badass Black Widow movie. Johansson and Black Widow both deserve better. Wow. So I already read that, but it's worth reading it again. I think it's interesting because setups are Marvel's middle name, and they'd rather do that. But this movie fell apart from the very beginning. From the moment they decided that this wasn't going to be R-rated, this should have been an origin movie. Excuse me. This should have been an origin movie set in the Red Room. The first film should have been set in the Red Room. It should have been R-rated. It should have been brutal. But oh no, Disney don't do R ratings. Well, apart from Deadpool, and that's because Ryan Reynolds didn't give Feige any choice. So that's the one honest response. I actually believe the reviews are going to be bad. I actually believe that, or mixed at least. Don't forget, these are the initial reactions, but they are Scott Menzel, as I say, didn't get the memo. Hilarious. A really great, honest reaction. And that's what we want as fans, not the bullshit shilling so they get more access. That's despicable. Right, I'm going in about 7 minutes, so get your comments down before I go. Anything you want to say about anything, it doesn't have to be DC, it doesn't have to be Marvel, TV, film, past or present. Tell me what you want to say before I go. We have 9 people in the chat now. Wow, it's getting popular. Let's get some comments down here. What do you think of the Black Widow reaction? What do you think of Titans, the season 3 teaser? Anything you want to talk about? You've got about 4 minutes left. Come on, let me have it. Anything you want to say about the Black Widow movie, the reaction, Titans, any of the upcoming DCEU movies, the MCU, movies and TV shows that you grew up with, anything before I have to go? Don't forget, everyone, I'm here daily in the morning for the Movies TV Mad Daily Live, where I read articles and give you your entertainment updates for the day. And then I'm back here in the evening with Movies TV Mad Live every night from 6:30 p.m. UK time. Check your local times, where we just chat like this and we're just laid back. Unless something breaks, we can talk about. Don't forget, I'm also on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. I'm Movies TV Mad on Instagram and TikTok. Movies TV Mad 555 on both those platforms as well. Jesus is a go. I just found out Jovian Wade Cyborg just moved in next to a friend. I'm trying to figure out what I want him to sign for me. Is this in the UK you're talking about or in America? John, did you see the photos of Barbara Gordon in Titans Season 3 on Twitter? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Is it in the trailer? Are the pictures in the trailer, or is it something else? I can't remember seeing her in the trailer. That's exciting, isn't it? I'm going to have to check that out. I'll screenshot them, and then we can talk about them tomorrow morning on the Movies TV Mad Daily Live. So don't forget about that. That's where you're going to get all your updates. It's expansive. It's detailed. No other YouTuber is doing it. So keep here with me and you'll know all the entertainment news every morning on the Movies TV Mad Daily Live. Don't miss it. Don't miss me. Jesus is a go. Atlanta, Georgia. Interesting. Yeah, I've spoken to Jovan when he used to be in the UK. I've spoken to him face to face. I've spoken to him on social media. He was also in EastEnders, I think, if I remember rightly. He's been in Doctor Who. But he's a great cyborg. A great cyborg. He really is. Better than I ever thought he would. John, she's not in the trailer, right? So their picture's been posted on Twitter. I shall check them out later and I will show them off tomorrow. That does sound exciting because I don't know who the actress is who's playing Barbara, and I'm looking forward to see what she's looked like. What she looks like. Let's take a look before I go. Oh, you see, Scott Menzel, right? The guy who just slaughtered that movie. He's talking about toxic fandom now because everyone's come after him. And he goes, it's not just one particular fandom, aka us in the Snyderverse fandom. It's all pop culture fandom. So just to wind everyone up, I'm going to comment and applaud him. And I've done it in a comment so all the MCU shields can come after me for a laugh. So funny. He didn't say anything wrong. He was telling his truth. He was saying what he thought about the movie. It'll be interesting to see if his assertion of the movie being so bad is actually fact. Very interesting. Oh yeah, I was looking for the photos of Barbara Gordon. I was distracted by. What's her name? Barbara Gordon. Let's see if I can find her. Oh, Mr. Menzies, you're really in trouble. Here's an exclusive first look at Vincent Pfizer as Dr. Jonathan Cray, aka Scarecrow, in Titan Season 3. Well, that's the look. That's what. Oh no, that's not it. That's him. I think that's him. Is it? Is that Dr. Crane? No. Oh right, this is the picture of Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair. Don't know if you can see her there. Yeah, there you go. There she is. That's really exciting as well, isn't it? Wow, wow. Things are happening now that I'm going to sign off. How annoying. So that's Barbara Gordon. That's awesome. Right, Titans reveals Scarecrow and Barbara Gordon in Season 3 first look. This is Entertainment Weekly if you want to check it out yourself. The Doctor will see you now. EW is unveiling an exclusive first look at Vincent Pfizer as Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow in Titans Season 3, when the HBO Max Super Team drama returns on August the 12th. The Mad Men alum checks in the fear-toxin-loving Batman rogue, who now moonlights for the Gotham City Police Department while incarcerated in Arkham Asylum. So this is Dr. Jonathan Crane. I've already shown him to you, but here's another look. He's not exactly the good-looking guy we saw in Batman Begins, but I like this look. I really do. Think Hannibal Lecter, says showrunner Greg Walker. He's been given the opportunity to opine on ways to stop villains. A villain breaks out in Gotham. It draws Dick Grayson to work with him. Given Crane's particular obsessions, he challenges the Titans in a very different way than season 2 Big Bad Deathstroke. So much of our show is about becoming a family and the fears that people have as they grow older and get older. Crane seems to be in many ways a perfect villain in that he exploits fear. The human mind and heart becomes the battlefield. This is someone who's working off your feelings and your emotions, and that's where we want him to live. Walker believes the audience will be very impressed with Kafas's turn as Crane. This is a learned psychologist who understands the human mind, but also has a deep, dark vendetta to destroy people in a way that you need to be able to manifest as an actor, to find the broken and the mania. And Kafasia handles both very well, he says. Crane's introduction into the world of Titans arrives as the titular squad of young capes led by Dick, aka Nightwing, Brenton Thwaites, relocates from San Francisco to Gotham City. When Dick returns to his bedeviled hometown, he rekindles his romance and strikes up a new partnership with Barbara Gordon, Savannah Welsh, Batgirl turned GCPD commissioner. Teaming up forces the couple to reckon with Batman and Jim Gordon's messy crime-fighting legacy, and hopefully find a better way of protecting the city. Check out a first look at Barbara below. And I've shown you this one as well. We'll close up again. So that's her again, just to make sure you know. She looks awesome. I like her look. And I came off the flipping thing. Let's go back. What the hell? In our story with Dick returning to Gotham, and Gotham is a huge character this season, it's about sons and daughters and stepping into the shadow of your parents, says Walker. Barbara is going to be conflicted by Dick's arrival. Barbara's feeling is that the legacy of Bruce and Jim has been this idea that she thinks is antiquated and inefficient. The God syndrome, meaning that superheroes create the situation where they're the heroes. They drop in on a situation, solve it, and then they leave. And she feels that basically disempowers people from solving their own problems, and that the people of Gotham need to figure out how to solve their own problems and not be passive victims. So she's going to be annoying, basically, and waiting for a superhero to save the day. I'm quite happy with that. She's going to be annoying, isn't she? Reckoning with Batman's legacy also forces Dick to examine how he leads the Titans. Gotham brings out leadership qualities that Dick has to assess to see whether they're his own. True Nightwing, are they patterns inherited from a father who he needs to differentiate himself from? So basically, Jim Gordon and Batman are now assholes who got everything wrong. I don't like this take, and I don't like this direction. I'm going to be honest. In the end, discovering a better way to save the day will be a team effort, says Walker. The diversity of our cast and the diversity of our characters really comes into play in the end about how we're able to conquer what seems to be the unconquerable. Yeah, this sounds very SJW, doesn't it? Superheroes, we don't need superheroes. We can solve our own problems. Greg, I think Mr. Walker, you're running the wrong show because they're actually quite important. Anyway, Titan Season 3 kicks off with 3 episodes on August the 12th, with subsequent episodes launching weekly every Thursday on HBO Max, and there you go. So that was disappointing, wasn't it? That was disappointing, very disappointing. I don't like that. I don't like where they're going with that. Anyway, it'll be interesting. We'll see. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it's going to be. John, does this mean we could get Batgirl in Titans Season 4? Well, hasn't she already been Batgirl? I don't know. Anything's possible, though. We could. Maybe she's the Batgirl in the Batgirl movie. Who knows? Very interesting, but it's a multiverse, so we can have multiple versions of her. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I thought I'd read that for you as I discovered it there. A bit of news breaking right then and now. Always exciting to do it when news develops on the stream. So remember, I will be back tomorrow morning around 9 a.m., maybe slightly earlier UK time. Check your local times for the Movies TV Mad Daily Live. Remember to follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. I'm all over the place. You know my socials by now. I bore you about them enough. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for getting involved. Thanks for the support. Remember, any gossip at any time about any entertainment news, just at me on my feed, and I will be very grateful to you. So until I see you tomorrow for the Movies TV Mad Daily Live, I will see you later. Have a great evening, morning, lunch, or whatever you're doing, whatever planet you're from, whatever country you're from, and I will see you tomorrow. John, take care, Mick. See you tomorrow. See you later, John. Thank you for the support. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Until tomorrow, goodbye.